Fielded in the end zone. It's Turner. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Washington State's offense will go to work first. Washington, as it so often has over the years, dominated the last time they saw the Cougs.
That was a statement win for Washington. We now play in the Big Ten. Washington State, you do not. And they wanted to put everybody on notice. They blew out the Cougars.
And that's just not fun if you're a Washington State fan. You've seen Washington win this over and over again. They go to a bigger and better conference. You're left behind. You at least want to get the apple. Last year you didn't. This year you got to bite at the apple.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the grab. It's Riley. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Second down, he'll throw it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush. You cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front seven, and they register.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense, like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Great place to start for this offense.
Here we go, here we go.
Give to the back. Got the first down and more. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Coming out with it, it's Turner. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. With the catch, it's Riley. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Cougars can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, the running back has it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Lofts one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. A continual subplot since these two first squared off in 1900 is Washington State trying to prove it deserves the same respect and status as UW.
And I think oftentimes the great rivalries out west are forgotten in college football. This game between Washington and Washington State is absolutely fantastic, and I'm so happy that with conference realignment, they were able to keep this game on the schedule because it is always fun to watch.
It is fun, and it's for the Apple Cup. And here's the cool thing. These teams, they're not in the same conference anymore. They used to be for years. But this rivalry still lives because it still matters to the Washington and Washington State fans.
That's caught. It's Lawson. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
It's so hard to tackle these fast guys in the open field. And you see when you duck your head and you're going to try to hit somebody, you can't see him anymore. Ducks his head a little bit. Next thing you know, broken tackle, guys getting extra yards.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lawson. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
And I think that completion is as good as a first down, right? Because you set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. You can keep this drive alive.
Would have been a makeable 49-yard field goal attempt, but they'd rather try to keep the ball and move it on 4th and short. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Williams will pass. Dumps it to the back. This one's complete. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out, continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. USC went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Trojans in a statement win if there ever was one. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The give to the tailback. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Makes the catch at the midfield logo. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the ground with the back. Makes him pass the marker. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Huskies love these backs that can churn up yardage like a Corey Dillon and Napoleon Kaufman used to do.
Just guys that you can depend on, guys you can hand it to and know you're going to get really, really good production. Then what does that do? It opens up the whole offense, gets everybody jacked up in the Pacific Northwest.
Might as well give it to him again. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you can tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, with his speed, they're going to keep blitzing him over and over because you'll get results like that right there. Kind of reminds you of Joe Kelly, a great linebacker in Washington in the 80s, or maybe Mason Foster as well. Those guys could go sideline to sideline, but they could also blitz. This guy can do it all.
Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Washington State ready to go with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Going downfield for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Gets the back moving. Goes to the option. Now the toss. Turning it on. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. The Huskies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can, to all these targets and, most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down.
Military stun. Military.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it in the middle. It's Clausen. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Rides the back and leaves it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Creates a little space. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Williams looking for a man. They'll run the screen. At the 20, he's got space. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Took a shot as he threw. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. This time he's got his man. Touchdown, Husky! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got the 1st down and more. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Yeah, And unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Huskies and Cougars.
Washington State ready to boot it away to start the third quarter. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Williams will pass. He'll pull it down and run. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Back to pass on second down. Flips it out in the flat. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Across the 45. Racing down the left side. The 10. Touchdown, Washington. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Virginia Tech looks like a legit contender right now. That offense is just having its way so far. They're up 14 over Maryland. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll do it himself. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. Wants to bring it back. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Here's the handoff. He has the first and still on his feet. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Tight end now in motion. right back to the well. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Cooler 18.
Williams looking for a man. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Offense facing 4th down.
Looking to move the chains. Washington now on 4th down.
22 more. 22 more. Football 7. Football 7. Ready, go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. He'll pull it on the read. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2. Taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright. Got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Washington State will have to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. Catches it at the 30. Makes a move. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Williams will pass. Makes the catch. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Huskies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Now the play fake. Quarterback adapting. Got a little space. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the 1st. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
They'll move the tight end. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
A loss of 9 on the play.
The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Across the 45. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Wants to throw on third. Scrambling away. Grab near the marker. It's Lawson. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Williams looking for a man. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Catch in the middle. It's Lawson. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Calls his own number. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. And the Cougars buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
Return brings it out to the 32. And your Washington Huskies will take over.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. A really disappointing end of that last drive, David. Getting stopped on fourth and goal, they'll try to regroup.
Yeah, and I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together.
Breaks into the open. Ripped off a huge shot play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give and tick, 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 tick. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They're going to test the right side with this one. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much in.
Looking for the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. And and the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great...
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Dropping back, it's Duggar. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. They'll go to the ground. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
There he goes. Running it inside the 30 and finally out of bounds at the 27.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Williams will pass. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. On the move, he fires. Wide open downfield. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Woods. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll try to pop the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Washington State sends out the punt unit.
Number 98 in punt formation to kick it away.
Hauls it in, looking for space. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. The Huskies had that dog in them in this one, taking down the Cougs for the Apple Cup and the Governor's Trophy. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.